I think design's quite fluid. I think where you start and where you end up are generally two different places. But it might be a material, a detail or a finish, and that can sort of lead the way and essentially change the overall design. I'm Adyn Kelly and I'm the interior designer for Townshend Road. We're in Subiaco, an older suburb of Perth. Lots of little townhouses close to the city. It's a gorgeous spot. I walked into a townhouse that had a bad reno in the probably late 80s, early 90s, white laminate kitchen, lacking a lot of natural light because there's two adjoining houses on either side with windows only the front and back and just poor functionality. That was sort of where we started. The brief for the project was, I suppose, very loose really. It was more just a kitchen renovation and it sort of grew upon from there. But in regards to finishes and style, feeling, textures, anything like that, there was no brief. So it was quite open or left to my imagination. As you walk in from the street, we've completely redesigned the courtyard, and then that flows through into the adjoining living room, which we've also redesigned and changed the layout, moved the front door, just aiming for better functionality and flow to the outside. From there, you flow through the living room, past the dining room, into the kitchen. We've removed walls, changed the layout. That was the major part of the project through, transforming the kitchen and adjoining sort of laundry area regarding like space and style and design. Where the laundry is currently, there was a wall in there which we removed. It's managed to create a significant difference in regards to the amount of light that we get into the kitchen now throughout the afternoon. And then from there, upstairs, we've left the bedrooms relatively unchanged and focused our attentions on adding in a second bathroom and also redoing the main ensuite. In the ensuite space, our client was really looking for like a sanctuary. She loves bathing, so having the existing high ceilings and natural light flowing into there, it really lent itself to, I suppose, a little bit of a hotel feel and an escape from everyday life. I've definitely got a love for natural stone, so that's my, almost my go-to on every surface if I could. I think they age beautifully and gracefully, and I think that's what people also love when they're overseas in Europe, is those spaces that they're all natural and they've aged in place. And I think there's nothing more beautiful than that. And I think that's what I love about natural materials in stone. There is a mix of stones and materials, but tonally they all share quite similar sort of bits and pieces. So there's little yellows and little bits of almost rust and stuff, which then picks up through the polished plaster. So those tones, as much as some of them are sort of quite different to each other in regards to patterns and materials, the tones carry through. When I sit down with a new client, I'm probably even more adventurous and bold now, but I think it's worth taking those risks for the outcome. And sometimes, or quite often, it gets pared back a little bit. And I think design's quite fluid. I think where you start and where you end up are generally two different places. But I think as long as the intent is maintained, I think that's the belief you sort of got to have.